This is great. I know it's again. This is sorry I didn't come with a filter, so on my YouTube channel, and again I have to keep doing this. I'm such a jackass sometimes. I am in a great mood. I have always been. Yes, I am wearing my nice Blue Jays hat with my initials on that side, VP, in Old English writing. I love this hat. I've had this hat before, but because my head is so, I just shaved it, so it might be a little too tight on my head. Who knows? I don't care. That's my ability to do stupid shit. Again, so I watched NX or AEW Dynamite. That was a fantastic show again. I loved it. It was awesome. I didn't really get much out of it like usual, except I saw Samoa Joe wrestle. I don't really know where they're going with their they got this Double or Nothing pay-per-view coming up pretty soon here, but they also have the Battle of the Belts, which is like a form to like an homage to the Clash of the Champions, and that's pretty cool. I didn't mind it. I'm not going to argue with the facts of that. It was pretty awesome back then when WCW did it, but for a lot of other things on that end, you can throw the homage to it, you can throw the nostalgia, but you gotta leave it once in a while to that. On that front, WWE, again, Tony Khan came out and said he lost his top free agent in Cody Rhodes. I believe this time Cody Rhodes is going to become a world champion. I think it was more like Vince was setting a challenge to him when he left. If you want to stay, you get this stupid gimmick of Stardust, or you can go out, make yourself a name, become a bigger star than you've ever become, you'll ever be with us now. And he did. And now he's at the top. I hear Rollins is going to be at SmackDown, so that's interesting because since Brock is probably off for a while, we all know Brock Lesnar, he's going to be off for quite some time in the distant future here of pro wrestling. He's just going to go back to Saskatchewan, do his hunting, his farming, his fishing, all that stuff. It's a good place for him anyways because he loves Saskatchewan and he's a country boy. And he'd give you a country ass whooping if you keep asking him stupid ass questions probably. That's my take on the pro wrestling world. Hockey last night, my Canucks won, so they're still in the hunt. Again, from here on out, they got to win these next 10 games, or they ain't making the playoffs. So, they got to start pushing more limits here. They got to start pushing these teams to the breaking point. NBA is starting to look, the picture's starting to get a lot more clearer there, as I can see. Yeah, it's funny. I have all my Dodgers hat. Then I got my homage of my Canadian. This is the one hat. I'm sorry I'm going to go off topic here, but if you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to watch it probably. I have this red Blue Jays hat for Canada Day. Every time I wear this, cops fucking pull me over, those fucks. They always pull my ass over for wearing red. I understand why, but, I don't look like one. I might have one tattoo, but that ain't no affiliation to shit. Bunch of knob-gobbling fuckers. I did get a return message by a film studio, Bronze Studios. They love how I'm very enthusiastic to work in the film industry, so that's awesome. I love that. That's, they're going to keep me in form on other positions, so that's cool. I'm cool with that. I probably should email them back probably later today saying if you have a warehouse, I'm up for warehouse work. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I have my giant ass TV on YouTube right now. I'm watching like a program, Rocked. I love watching this guy. He has some he finds like the killer songs, and I once I hear it, I gotta download it. And I mean literally I gotta hit the Shazam button and put my phone up. That's usually how I work. Music's starting to come together. I am producing more. I'm working on another track right now. As you guys can see, from my glasses, my DJ board is lighting up. So hopefully I might be able to get another DJ board, a bit bigger one with pads on it, the drum beat pads or whatever. Really hope I can get that going. But that's why I need to get another job, because I don't want to spend the money that I've bought my restaurant from. Life is, to me, it's going good. It's stable again. I'm starting to feel better. I'm starting to feel a lot happier. I am not down in the dumps. I will start my workout routine pretty soon. Baby steps. Starting back on my water diet. Drink more water. Less pop. Less energy drinks. I've had my coffee. I forgot to have my normal coffee, though. Here at my apartment, we had the hot water and stuff and messed up and shit, so I don't know what was going on there. But to go further on, I am going to try to keep going harder and harder at things that I feel passionate about. I love feeling this good. This is like awesome. And you know what? I know I covered a pretty hard topic yesterday about, abuse, and that I don't really like talking about that. That is something that is very sensitive to me, especially because of my growing up. I don't like hearing about it. That's why there's pro wrestling, boxing, and MMA to get my anger issues out of the way. That's why I find those as sources. Again, on that, not going to talk about that from here on out, because it's not my business. I don't pass judgment on people. I know people probably ask me a lot why I don't pass judgment, because of ramifications. I don't know the whole story behind what happened with a wrestler and his wife, so I don't want to know. It's not my business. But, I hope they could sort it out and deal with it and get the help they need to deal with that. That is my front. I do not support or advocate for spousal abuse. I do not. That is wrong in the world of everything. Like I said, I don't do that. Now, let's go back to the sports world. NFL, Stephon Diggs signs with Buffalo Bills for 4 years, guaranteed like $70 million. That's freaking ridiculous, but that's Stephon Diggs. He's one of my popular guys that I always pick on my pools of, fantasy football. So, hey, I get more points. And he's staying with Josh Allen. That means I'm going to get more points, and I'll win more money. On all that topic, I've probably haven't done a lot on sports betting, because right now I can do the football. Hockey's really, I know I'm knowledgeable, but it's just, they give you so much space to get certain players, so you really got to pick and grind and choose which ones you're going to pick. And it is really hard, because everybody can some big stars could not get any points, so it's what it is. On that front, I choose to keep away from that right now, because it's not that fun for me until football season starts. I love the fantasy football more than any other fantasy, like soccer, hockey, baseball, basketball. I don't, those aren't really fun to me. I just love doing the football because I can make a fantasy team. That's the thing I like to do, is make fantasy teams. And every time I do it, I seem to keep on getting into the top spots to make money. So it's pretty cool with that. I'm not going to argue with that feeling. Everything else that I've been doing lately, been just really getting back into my headspace of a good space, getting out of my own head, being not a prisoner of my own demise, because I choose to do that once in a while, or if not all the time, be a prisoner of my own success, or excess, I should say. And it's not a fun spot to be in. I can honestly tell you that. It sucks. But it drags you down. But once you start getting yourself out and making yourself more prevalent to positive and not negative, it's really, really fun. I find it more Now that I don't own the restaurant, I don't have the stress. I don't have to worry about, having to take out time and just try to put this all together. I can actually do it on my time, on my space, on my pace, my own virtues of, hey, look at that. I'm not going to be so crappy towards myself. I'm not going to, have to try to push the envelope of how fast I can do this stuff. Yeah, I'm playing with my YouTube right now. I have this huge TV. And, I've actually told my father I'm not going to give up this TV without a fight most of the time, because I love this TV. Don't get me wrong. I love having it because they don't have the two small ones anymore. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty... I love having it because I play my Xbox over here. I have it sat right here on top of a counter, so it's right beside me. I have my big comfy chair. I have my space. So my TV in my living room is freed up to watch TV or have background noise like I usually like to do. I actually finally got the printer to work. I actually got the fax part of it to work, or the photocopier, I mean, and that's pretty cool. I am gonna start adding some more stuff into here, possibly. Like, as I say, I want to get a newer, bigger DJ board, so that's probably one thing. I do have my guitar. I am gonna start working on my guitar work pretty soon here. I'm just, I just got it. I'm just starting to make more space where I can actually kind of float about. Because, 9 times out of 10, I got all this stuff sitting right here. I got all my shoes down here. This is basically what I do. I can't believe I made this at BCIT 10 years ago, or not, if not longer. It's nothing inside of it, but I did such a good job. The guy actually really said I did a fantastic job of welding, and my welds are really, really solid. Everybody else's welds had some holes in them. Mine was just deadly, no holes, no nothing. I don't even think that's a hole. I think that's a chip. Yeah, I chipped it. But I did a really good job at this thing, and yeah, I love it. I've been just really concentrating on myself, making myself feel more homely around here. It's pretty much awesome. I'm not going to complain about my workspace, my office space. I sit in here most of the time and also reflect on my life and how far I've come. It's really, really cool. I'm not going to talk about the whole Ukraine thing because, we've heard a lot about it and it's a travesty over there. My thoughts are always and prayers are over there. I don't like talking about negative things. I like to talk about positive things. So I'm really picking up. I probably did a throwback a long time ago. And to move to where I am now is truly amazing on how far I have come. Life to me was really short at one point, and I didn't have way of opportunities. But now I have these opportunities. Now I have all this time. It's really weird. I'm still trying to get used to not actually having to go anywhere, be ready by 4:00 to start work. It is so it's so fucking crazy where I've been for the last 18, 20 years of my life. And I was always tied up at one place for so long. And now I have this amazing amount of freedom. And honestly, I'll probably start doing things if, I'm going to hear back from jobs. I know I will. But I'm going to start pursuing other things outside. I'm going to start, probably, I want to go to the suspension bridge. I haven't been there in years. And I mean years, probably since I was a kid. I want to go there, take some photos, put them up on my Instagram and shit. I got a basketball that I just bought. So I'd like to go shoot some hoops. Possibly break out my old blades here. But first, gotta, get those going. Got to shrink those down a little, just a little, just so my freaking foot fits in them. I got a fat foot. What can I say? It is what it is with my life. I'm actually really enjoying how much time and freedom I have. It is really, really, it is something that I never thought I would have. And now I have it. Now I'm not going to take this shit for granted because, I did do that for 18 years. I took what I had for granted and I blew it all away. Now it's time to really understand that maybe I shouldn't have done that. It was a mistake on my behalf. And I wasn't the smartest guy with money, because if I was smart, I wouldn't be in such predicaments that I'm usually in. Free time, I should have probably spaced out my free time a little more. I should have probably worked less, worked a little more towards just doing what I'm supposed to do correctly. I haven't done that much. But again, it comes with the territory of running a business with your father, and your father being who he is. But, it is a shock value towards where my life is. And honestly, I am starting to really fucking enjoy myself. I can't believe how much time me and my dad actually sacrificed and how much we missed. The last few weekends we've been going to my youngest niece's, my youngest niece, her competitions in cheerleading, and that was fun. Okay. First one was in Richmond. Richmond's not the best place to drive. If you're here in BC, y'all fucking know that shit. The bigger they build, the more they build, the tinier the roads just seem to be getting. Second competition was easy because it was at the P&E grounds, which is our Pacific National I'll just say P&E because I can't think of the word, or I do have the word, but I can't say it. Exhibition grounds. There we go. Fuck. Dummy. I am a dummy for today. That was easy to get to. And then her third competition down here was down at the convention center, and I'm not kidding you. My dad has a Cadillac. Parking underground in Vancouver with a Cadillac. To me, it doesn't matter what fucking year you have. These fucking boats do not belong in an underground. It don't fucking matter. My little Honda can get in there like that, and yeah, I can slide around like a little sliggering slink. But, that's my fucking call on that shit. But it's just so much more relief. I feel so much better. I just don't have that anxiety, the stress of, who's coming into work, what bills have to be paid. I only have one set of bills now. I don't have two sets of bills, like personal and business. I only have one set, which is hell of a lot better than fucking dealing with businesses. And, I'd rather be somebody's worker than an employer anymore. I'm just telling you, because honestly, 18 years of doing it, and almost owning it for 10 years, a little less of having that, it just, actually 10 years, because I signed it, my dad signed it over in 2012 to me. So, 10 years of owning it myself, and him owning it for what he owned it for, being an owner just zaps the energy out of you, okay? And, working 7 days a week, 364 days, because I was always closed on Christmas. You never had time to explore. You never had time to see the world. You didn't have time to see what was in front of you. You never enjoyed. I was always so uptight and just so angry and so fucking mad at everything, and just stressed and depressed and had anxiety up the ass. It was just crazy. So now I'm taking more of an approach of, okay, it's time to relax. Time to do my thing. Do it at my own pace. Do it at my own speed. I just go with the flow. Go with the flow. And, looking back, as this is Throwback Thursday, I throw it all the ways back. I've come a long way. I've come a long, long way. From where I was when I was 16 to now 34. It's been crazy. It's been a hell of a ride. Yeah, I've caused some shit. I've done some stupid shit. Some of my past stuff has come back and haunt me. And you know what? Honestly, you learn from that shit. That's how you do it. You have to learn from what you made mistakes, and you just kind of have to move on from it. I'm not going to always dig down and get angry with something that was probably my own doing and my own stupidity. But again, we all make mistakes in life. It's stupid shit we used to do, and sometimes they'll come back and haunt you. Sometimes they'll just leave you the fuck alone. Now that I'm old enough to say, hey, it's time to just simmer down, relax. I know everybody's been pumping me about having a girlfriend and pumping out a kid or something, and you know what, I can try, but I'm just going to let that be where it is. I'm going to let fate, the universe, God, the whole works deal with that end. Because I'm just too damn stupid to fucking know what I'm doing on that shit. And honestly, I particularly don't give a shit. I'm really enjoying my moment, my time, my life as it is now. And I have so much more freedom. As I've been saying, I have so much more freedom. I have to, if I'm going to get a job, I'm going to probably have to start waking up a little more earlier than usual, because lately I've been waking up probably 11:30, 12 o'clock in the afternoon here. But today I woke up at 10, so that's a pretty good stuff. I bounced down. So maybe, from 10, maybe I'll start waking up at like 9:45 in the morning, which would probably be a lot better to get some shit done, because I got a lot of things to do. But it's Friday tomorrow, and I know it's flashback, flash forward Friday with me, so I'm just going to chill out and enjoy life, and yeah, that's all I'm going to do. So you guys all have a great Thursday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.